All right, Democrats confident that they are going to win back the House today. Nancy Pelosi eager to regain control of that speaker's gavel.
But former Congressman and Fox News contributor Jason Chaffetz says Nancy Pelosi shouldn't decorate her office just yet. He joins us now to explain. Why do you say that?
Well, that's all she's been about, is she wants the power back. And the Democrats across the country have been trying to distance themselves from her by saying, oh, well, I wouldn't vote for her. She will be the Speaker of the House if the Democrats take control. She will wrestle control from those people. She has raised more money in the history of the United States Congress than anybody else out there. She is a money machine, and she may pull it off, but it's up to the voters today. That's what I love about it.
The indications are that the Democrats are going to win the House today. That's what most people seem to be predicting at this point. That would make Nancy Pelosi the Speaker of the House. That would make Maxine Waters the chair of the Financial Services Committee.
Yeah, that'll scare you. You thought Halloween was scary? Maxine Waters, the chairman of Financial Services, that scares a lot of people. And I think will scare the markets as well.
Tell us why. And also tell us what puts her in that position.
Well, Democrats, the way they elect their chairman is totally different than how the Republicans do it. They do it based on seniority. So we already know who will get those gavels. Maxine Waters will be Financial Services. Jerry Nadler, a pretty radical person, will be chair of the Judiciary Committee. Elijah Cummings heading up the Oversight Committee. And Adam Schiff. We've seen, House Intel Committee would get the gavel and be the chairman of the House Intelligence Committee.
And torture the president with it, I assume?
Yes. I mean, there's some committees that have where a chairman has unilateral subpoena authority. Some committees, most of them, have to have votes. But I think there are 3 committees in the House where a chairman, I used to be one of them, you could just unilaterally issue a subpoena.
Let's take a look at, we've got a list of some likely investigations if the Democrats win the House, and there's a number of them here, including potential impeachment, Kavanaugh's confirmation testimony, Trump's tax returns, the firing of federal officials, and Russian collusion. Jason, do you think the public wants to revisit these things?
That's a short list. Look, what you don't hear, interestingly enough, going into these final days of the election, you don't hear anything about Russia, because in the nearly 2 years of this investigation, they don't have any evidence of anything.
Right.
And Democrats just pull everything. Just pull.
Schiff says there's evidence.
He's the only one that's out there that's saying this, but it doesn't poll well. I think even Democrats are tired of talking about this so-called collusion. The only collusion we see is what Hillary Clinton was doing, and the DNC money going overseas to Russia for this fake investigation.
All right, so let's talk about one of the things on there was the Kavanaugh confirmation hearings. They want to potentially revisit that. We just had this 400-page report that came back. Now, it was from the majority. It was from the Republicans. But this Senate report that basically said there was no there in the Kavanaugh investigation. And it was released just last night.
Yeah, and
will that change any minds?
Well, I think over the course of time, you're going to see that there were people who faked their stories. I mean, this, according to Chairman Senator Grassley, who's saying, look, we should prosecute these. They make the referral to the Department of Justice, but 2 people in particular,
one admitted to it, said it was just a fake.
Said they never even met the man. Yeah. So, just wanted to be part of the game. Supposedly, that's what Grassley's allegation is. But Democrats, they can do what they want. But it's up to voters as to whether or not they get the gavel. There's 23 seats, and if they can flip just a little bit more than 23 seats, Democrats will wrangle control from the Republicans.
I feel like people in general in this country are frustrated right now. I feel like, you hear the message of unity, we need unity. I feel like people really want that. Is this, if the Democrats take control of the House, is this going to bring us closer to that?
No, I don't think so. There's 2 moments that I saw in the last few months.
Sorry, but is it going to bring us further in a negative way? Like, what is this going to do, really? Because people are frustrated.
America will really see the contrast even more so between the Democrats and the Republicans. But do you remember when Paul Ryan and Mitch McConnell went to the White House to talk about the budget with the president?
Yeah.
Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer didn't even show up. Remember when the president offered a deal on immigration, going way further than I thought he ever would? You never heard a response from the Democrats. Yeah. All the gyrations about immigration, Name a bill that the Democrats would stand behind and pass today. They don't even have a bill that they're suggesting. Yeah. They've just been scorched earth, resistance movement, and I hate to think that they get political play out of that, but that has been what the Democrats have. Yeah. They don't have any policy to stand on because the economy and the world is going so well under Donald Trump.
If they win the House, nothing happens for the next 2 years. It's
a lot of clashing, a lot of button of heads. Yeah.
All right, Jason. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right.